Hey folks, this is Jeff with This Week with JTT, and this is for your AEW wrestling fans. And this is from the pay-per-view AEW All In 2024. These are like the results about the massive main event, twist, former WWE stars debuts, multiple returns. So let's check this out. This is a reading from Sportskeeda. I'm going to include it in the link so you can see for yourself. I see a man in a mask. In the sky. I think he's trying to hide his identity. I don't know what the heck's that about. That's what it says here, according to the website and Sportskeeda. AEW All In 2024 kicked off with a bang. The 0 hour turned out to be a real fun affair. With 3 back-to-back entertaining matches, the pre-show ended with the much-awaited return of Jamie Hayter, who launched a beatdown on Saraya and Harley Cameron. Oh boy. Yeah, Jamie is a real tough cookie. Yeah, I don't know what Saraya, another girl, did, but yeah, they kind of earned it. I think that's on the pre-show. The main show began with the 4-way London ladder match. London ladder? For the AEW World Trios Championship. So I imagine it's like, instead of being usual 2 for the usual tag team, it's a three belt affair. Trios Championship. You get 3 belts? Okay. That's different, but why not? Featuring the House of Black, the Patriarchy, the Bang Bang Gang. Not gonna ask. And the trio of Pac, Claudio Castigo, and Wheeler Yuta. Now, those who know Pac, I think was, I forgot the guy's name. He was in WWE. Claudio was the Swiss Superman. And Wheeler Yuta, I have no clue. This I gotta read very carefully. Rocky Romero, Kyle Fletcher, Kip Sabian, Tommy Billington, Leo Rush, Action Andretti, and Top Flight defeated Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Jay Lethal. Before I jump too hard in there too quickly. Okay. Here we go. AEW All In results. 4-way ladder match. Yeah, I read that already. I don't want to assume anything. So basically, if I read this correctly, though, you have it's a 4-way ladder match. You got 4 teams basically. You got trios. Okay, you got the trios champion featuring House of Black, Patriarchy, Bang Bang Gang, and the trio Pac, Claudio Castiglio, or Wheeler Yuta. Got it. I don't want to get this all messed up here. Now, this is the first one. This is like 4-way London ladder match. Okay, soon after the bell rang, the action spilled out outside the ring. There were several attempts to ascend the ladder in the opening moments. Buddy Matthews, Wheeler Yuta, Pac performed back-to-back high-flying moves, much delight in the Wembley audience. So this takes place in London, of course. The Guns took control of the match before Brody. What the heck? Oh, never mind. The Guns took control of the match before the Brody King emerged to take them down. When everyone knocked out, Christian Cage finally appeared on the scene to take advantage. The strategy did not turn out well for Captain Charisma. He was beaten down by the rest of the participants. Mother Wayne tried to unhook the titles on behalf of the Patriarchy, only to be stopped by the Guns. The dominant kill switch bulldozed through his competition and went to grab the prestigious titles. However, the gigantic star was held back by Christian Cage, who wanted to unhook the titles by himself. Fool. The 2 stars were uneventually pushed off the ladder. Hold it. Pushed off the ladder as other participants took control. Claudio Castiglio re-entered the equation and performed a giant swing on Juice Robinson. As the Swiss Superman ascended towards the trios titles, he was taken out by the Guns. The Bang Bang Gang brought the tables into the ring because why not? It's a ladder match, so why not bring in the table? Only thing's missing are the chairs. The Bang Bang Gang brought the tables into the ring, hoping to neutralize the threat of Castiglione and Brody King. It turns out to be a poor ordeal as Austin and Colton came crashing into the tables alongside Brody and Claudia. Of course that's going to happen. Nick Wayne got some offense by Buddy Rogers before being knocked out by Malachi Black. Of course. The young champion eventually redeemed himself by planting the Dutch Destroyer with a Canadian Destroyer on a table outside the ring. That had been some sight. Juice Robinson came very close to unhooking the titles before being pushed off the ladder by Christian Cage. The former TNT champion also annihilated Pac with his finishing move and brutalized Wheeler with a steel chair. Ooh, that gotta be ugly. As the Cage continues to dominate the match, as Cage dominates the match, Juice Robinson stopped him in his tracks. The Bang Bang Gang member also sprayed Mother Wayne in the eyes. As Robinson looked to put the female star from the table, he found himself destroyed by a kill switch. Back in the ring, Christian Cage delivered a spear to Buddy Matthews from top of the ladder. Wow. Causing both men to go crashing into a table. The Patriarchy was inches away from retaining their titles. Pac reemerged to turn the tables on the heel group. The former international champion ultimately succeeded in securing the trios titles, ending the Patriarchy reign for good. Okay, so basically because of Pac, him and his friends, his companions, are now trios champions. Congratulations. And that's what it says here. Result, Pac and the Blackpool Combat Club win the 4-way London ladder match to become the new AEW Trios Champions. Grade B. Okay. Next. AEW All-In results. Toni Storm, champion versus Mariah May for the AEW Women's World Champion. Okay, this is going to be interesting. You got this Marilyn Monroe wannabe who's a wrestler. Well, Toni Storm's a talented wrestler. She's trying to go to this Marilyn Monroe / wrestler shtick? That's different. The match began with a tense stare down between Mariah May and Toni Storm. The two stars traded blows for a good minute before May gained the upper hand. Interesting, Mina Shirakawa yeah, I try to say that 3 times fast, was in attendance to witness the historic AEW's Women's Championship match. After an intense chopping contest, ouch, the Fighting Princess nailed her former mentor with a powerbomb on the ringside. The action soon returned to the square circle, when Mariah May performed a spinning side slam on Storm. May's combat abilities were on full display as she kept battering the champion with submission locks and athletic moves. The Glamorous embraced the cheers of Wembley audience before slapping her own mother and what? Before slapping her own mother at ringside? Shades of Mommy Dearest! Toni Storm returned the favor to her former mentee by nailing May with the power driver on steel steps. Ooh, that's so not glamorous. That's downright ugly. Then Storm checked on Mariah's mother before redirecting her attention towards the glamour. The timeless superstar busted open. Ooh, that can't be good. The Fighting Princess was barely kicked out of a pinfall attempt. The champion planted her opponent with a Storm Zero, but surprisingly didn't get a 3 count. The two stars exchanged blows in the middle of the ring before eventually nailing each other with low blows. Stop the cap. It's one thing if 2 dudes do that, fine. 2 females? I'm sorry, not the same. I'm not saying you're not going to feel no pain down there. I'm not going to say that. That'd be a lie. But I'm sorry. Ours is way more exposed. Ours is way more vulnerable to attack if struck a certain way. Believe me, not fun. A few moments later, Toni Storm took a shoe out to destroy Mariah May before eventually showing mercy on her opponent. It turned out to be a massive mistake as the Glamour took advantage of the situation and applied back-to-back maneuvers on the champion. The Fire Princess then quickly went for a cover to secure a 3 count and win the AEW's Women's World Champion. Meanwhile, Toni Storm got a standing ovation from the crowd after the match as she danced her way back to the backstage area. And as a result, Mariah May wins the AEW Women's World Championship by defeating Toni Storm, Grade A. So basically, they got to fight as dirty as grunges men to get Grade A. Meanwhile, the guys beat the brakes of each other off the London ladder match to get a B. And don't get me wrong, the women worked very, very hard, in this thing, and they sacrificed, so much. I'm not going to discount it, but still, I'm like, okay. Next. I can't wait to talk about this one here. AEW All In results. Chris Jericho, the champion, versus Hook for the FTW Championship. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chris Jericho is an all-around man. He's been there, done that. ECW, I think it's ECW, WCW, WWE, I think somewhere in Japan, and now AEW. Yeah, he pretty much done it all. Hook has his son. That's all I gotta say. I saw the boy at work. He just comes in, beat the brakes off the fools, goes. Gotta respect the game. You gotta respect that kid. Well, that. Or as mom would call him, the handsome devil. Well, onward. Before the match, Chris Jericho's band Fozzy held a mini concert for Wembley. Let me guess. Judas. I'm not gonna knock it, that's a good song. Okay, the match started as a handicap affair as Big Bill, Brian Keith, and Chris Jericho teamed up to beat down Hook, of course, to make it fair. Shocker. The FTW Championship planted Hook with the cold breaker, which surprisingly got only a 1 count. Well, Hook is, like I said, is anything like his dad, I can't be shocked. His dad, of course, is Taz. The cold-hearted, handsome devil ultimately took down Chris Jericho's allies. Yeah, Hook is that bad. That's one bad dude. To regain control of the match, the Learning Tree brought a bag of cricket balls into the ring, prompting Hook to bring out a cricket bat? Seriously? I know you're in the UK, folks, but come on, dudes. Really? Or you say, come on, mate, you know better than that. Hook performed a bat-assisted T-bone suplex on Chris Jericho. What the heck? Before the veterans trapped him in the walls of Jericho, the young star reversed the submission, only to be blindsided by Brian Keith and Big Bill. The two stars set up a barbed wire table on the outside, but could not put Hook through it. Okay. Chris Jericho toyed with the one-eye Hook on the square circle before knocking him out with a trash can. The cold-hearted handsome devil eventually removed the blindfold, which received a great reaction from the audience. As Big Bill and Jericho teamed up to destroy Hook, the young star managed to escape the onslaught. Now, Big Bill, that was aka Big Cass. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The FTW champion accidentally landed a blow on Bill, sending him crashing through the barbed wire table, oh my goodness, on ringside. In a surprise turn of events, Taz came to Hook's rescue. And in the final moments by taking down Brian Keith. With no other threats in his way, the cold-hearted handsome devil applied his submission maneuver on Y2J to pick up the victory. Shocker! Result, Hook defeats Chris Jericho to win the FTW Championship. Great, see? You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. You critics are killing me. AEW all results. AEW Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match. Young Bucks versus FTR versus The Acclaim. Oh, this should be a good match. Young Bucks. Well, we talk about Young Bucks. Yeah, some people say they're overrated, but you got FTR and The Acclaim. Those two, yeah. That's all you need to know. The contest was kicked off by Max Caster and Dax Hardwood before the other participants caused an opening brawl, because why not? After taking Young Bucks out, nice, the Acclaim and FTR began exchanging blows in the ring. So I imagine they didn't want the Young Bucks to win the championship. That's messed up. The Young Bucks re-emerged in the ring by taking out Caster and Cash Wheeler. The AEW EVPs had the upper hand for a considerable time before Anthony Bowens turned the tables on the champions. The Acclaim annihilated the Bucks with tandem moves, much to the delight of the Wembley crowd. The trio also performed the Sesame Taunt. Oh, stop it. Taunt in the middle of the ring, the three teams pushed each other to the limits through a incredible display of strength and athleticism. Yeah, it's going to be a great match. The match must be insane. FTR planted Matt Jackson with the shot machine, but Nick Jackson pulled the referee out. Oh, it's like referee out. Nick also took down Billy Gunn with a super kick before doing an EVP trigger combo with Max Caster. Caster engaged in another impromptu team-up as he combined with Catch Wheeler to nail Matt Jackson with the shot machine. That's different. The Young Bucks eventually fought back by performing a series of super kicks as Matt Jackson looked to finish off Anthony Bowens. Billy Gunn intervened to hit the Famouser. Okay. After barely surviving the threats of FTR and the Acclaim, the Young Bucks directed their attention towards Dax Hardwood. The duo planted Hardwood with a dual EVP triggers, which helped them secure the big victory. After the match, the EVPs were confronted by James Drake and Zach Gibson, popularly known as James Drake and Zach Gibson, popularly known as the Grizzled Young Veterans. Remember these guys on NXT? The duo had a tense stare down with the Young Bucks before eventually attacking the wounded FTR. I'm not gonna ask. So as a result, the Young Bucks retained the AEW World Tag Team Championship by defeating FTR and Acclaim. Grade B. Yeah, they earned that. Next, the Casino Gauntlet for a guaranteed AEW World Championship match. Hold on a sec. The next match on the card was the Casino Gauntlet match. The first participants were Orange Cassidy, and you see, without me destroying the name, because it's Japanese, I think, is Kazuchika Okada, who began the proceedings with a warm hug. Okay. The Rainmakers quickly showed his true colors and attacked the freshly squeezed star. Shocker. The next man to join the contest was Nigel McGuinness, who made a shocking return to pro wrestling after more than a decade. McGuinness went face-to-face with Kazuchika Okada, who had a great back and forth with the previous retired star. Kyle O'Reilly was the next individual to enter the contest. The Violent Artist got some offense against McGuinness and Okada, and was greatly helped in his plans by Orange Cassidy. Cool. Ooh, that's another name I heard. Zack Sabre. Yeah, remember him? He's another one. Zack Sabre Jr. was the next participant and received a roaring reaction, of course, for the crowd. The British megastar traded moves with his fellow countryman, Nigel McGuinness, which was the most memorable spots in the match. Zack also got some offense against Kazuchika Okada, who had previously fought against him in NJPW. Yeah, I think I remember that match too. That's going way, way back. Well, not too far back, but at least a few years ago. The sixth participant ended up being Roderick Strong, who annihilated the rest of the competitors in a matter of seconds. Stop it. Strong was soon followed by Mark Briscoe, who made a quick impact in the contest right away. Would that be the redneck martial artist? Redneck martial. Yeah. With my luck, I'll look up and say, yeah, there's a such thing. It's like, okay, so don't assume, don't say anything, just leave it be. The conglomeration stood tall in the middle of the ring as an enraged Hangman Adam Page marched towards the circle square. The Cowboy quickly took down the babyface group, Jeff Jarrett. Oh, okay, took down the babyface group. Jeff Jarrett emerged as the next participant and immediately went after Adam Page. Hangman grabbed Cameron Jarrett by the throat? Dude. Before he was confronted by the next participant. The individual, none other than Ricochet, my man, Ricochet, who made his AEW debut to an earth-shattering crowd reaction. The one and only instant took down everyone in sight before isolated Hangman in the middle of the ring. Dude, I watched Ricochet long enough to realize he's nothing to joke with. Adam Page is good, he's really good, but now you're dealing with Ricochet. Yeah, you're going to have a problem, dudes. AEW, you all notice Ricochet's in the house. Christian Cage, how the heck he wound up there, was the next star to enter the fray, hoping to redeem himself for what happened earlier that night. A great action sequence followed, with multiple stars getting their moments to shine. The final entrance ended up being Luchasaurus, who planted Kyle O'Reilly with a choke slam, allowing Christian Cage to pick up the win. Why, I'm not surprised. What? Christian Cage wins the Casino Gauntlet match, grade A+. Well, the reason why they probably get A+ because you got these, you got the great athletes, great action, and the emergence of Ricochet. Can't beat that. Okay, oh, here we go. They got MJF versus Will Ospreay for the AEW American Championship. Will Ospreay made an Assassin's Creed inspired entrance. Now that had to be cool. Which is followed by the arrival of AEW American Champ MJF. The aerial assassin gained control of the match in the opening moments. Ospreay took MJF down outside the ring, only to be planted with a vicious backdrop by the salt of the earth. The action soon returned to the ring, where MJF tried to keep the contest in his favor. He nailed Will Ospreay with a kangaroo kick, which led to a chorus of boos. Because of course. The aerial assassin blasted his opponent with a phenomenal forearm. Let me guess, AJ Styles taught him that? As MJF tried to mock the Wembley crowd, which of course he's going to do that, he was soon taken down by a combination of athletic moves by Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay's athletic abilities is legendary. Nothing against MJF, but Will Ospreay is another breed of dude in the wrestling ring, just so you know. The Commonwealth Kingpin went for the kill against the Wolf of Wrestling, who ended up... Hold on. Really now? Yeah, I got kicked off because this thing's giving me problems here. Hold on. Yeah. If it was scanning for stuff, oh, here we go. Let's try this. Let me try this here now. There we go. Yeah. Stupid pop-up ad. You gotta hate that. I thought pop-up ads went out during what, the 90s? What the heck? Not gonna follow my place again. Don't mind me. Almost got it. Almost got it. Here we go. Much better. The Commonwealth Kingpin went for the kill against the Wolf of Wrestling, who ended up hitting a power driver on Ospreay outside the ring. The champion continued his trash talking before being taken out by Ospreay's unique offense. The Bridge Star also applied the eye-catching shooting star press, which surprisingly didn't get the job done. The next few minutes saw the two stars bring out their most lethal maneuvers. The crowd was really into the match and chanted, "This is awesome." When they do that, that's a good match. To appreciate the two competitors, MJF was truly relentless in his contest as he planted his rival with a brutal Canadian destroyer on the apron. Ooh, that gotta be brutal. Despite being knocked out, the aerial assassin barely managed to beat the 10 count. Will Ospreay got some revenge against MJF by putting him down with a OS cutter on the apron. One of the best moments witnessed Ospreay accidentally taking down a cameraman with a hidden blade. Not gonna ask. MJF took advantage of the situation to blast his opponent with the AEW American Championship. A few moments later, Ospreay made another mistake by hitting the hidden blade with the referee. The incident allowed the American Champion to take Ospreay down with a low blow, because why not? As MJF looked to finish off with Ospreay, he was dealt a blow by a returning Daniel Garcia. The distraction worked in favor of the aerial assassin as he found the former Tiger Driver 91 on Assault on the Earth to reclaim his title. Following the match, interim AEW EVP Christopher Daniels arrived on the scene to hand Will Ospreay the International Championship, officially ending the short-lived run of the AEW American title. That was different. And then Will Ospreay defeats MJF to win the AEW International Championship. Grade A. I believe it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Here we go. Here we go. You got Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, versus Britt Baker for the TBS Championship. In the starting moments of the match, Mercedes Moné took her opponent down with a dropkick. The DMD fought back by getting Moné in the position of the lockjaw. The CEO reversed the move somehow to hit Britt Baker with a top rope backbreaker. The Doctor struggled to gain control for the next few minutes as the TBS champion kept on targeting her back. The two stars brawled at the edge of the top rope before Mercedes Moné planted her rival with a super body slam. Nice. Moné tried to go for the frog splash next, which was effectively countered by the former AEW Women's Champion. The CEO returned a favor by reversing Baker's stomp attempt into a powerbomb. Britt Baker soon put on her glove, hoping to finish off her opponent with the lockjaw submission. While Mercedes somehow escaped the lockjaw, Britt did the required damage by performing a super scoop slam on her opponent. Camille tried to break Baker's pinfall attempt and was eventually ejected from the ringside. There you go. A distracted Mercedes Moné fell victim to Britt Baker's wrath, who annihilated her opponent with a Canadian destroyer and a curb stomp. Ooh, the CEO once again escaped the lockjaw attempt by hitting the Doctor's fingers. In the end, Moné managed to continue her winning streak by putting Baker down with the moneymaker. So the end result of Mercedes Moné defeating Britt Baker to retain the TBS title, grade A. Okay, that's a good trend going. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a good one too. Jack Perry, the champion, versus Darby Allin in a coffin match for the TNT Championship. Darby Allin did not wait for Jack Perry to arrive and went straight for the brawl. Soon after the bell rang, the Daredevil star crashed right into the coffin placed outside the ring. Dang, that's quick. Allin was soon brought into the ring by the scapegoat, Jack Perry. oh, it's a Jack, but escape though. Jack Perry spilled broken glass into the ring and proceeded to embrace the adulation of fans with a smile. That boy, he went from a wholesome jungle boy to a psychopath. How sweet. However, Perry found himself lying on the glass as Darby Allin hit him with his skateboard. Of course, why not? Hopefully he has his jacket on. The action returned to the ring soon after. The scapegoat tried to tie Allen's hands with duct tape, which significantly limited his offense. Despite getting his hands tied, Darby managed to take his opponent down with a coffin drop. Perry proceeded to bust Darby open, and tie his legs as well. So now you're pretty much Hulk time almost. In the Chocolate Tournament events, the TNT champion pushed a helpless Darby Allin off the entrance ramp. The scapegoat then got Allin in a body bag and dragged him towards the coffin. Despite some initial resistance from the Daredevil star, Perry shut the coffin lid successfully to grab a dominant victory. Okay, how that goes. After the match, the Young Bucks arrived to the scene to pour some gasoline on the helpless Allin. Oh, here we go. Perry became ready to light the coffin on fire. Sting made his return to an enormous pop. The Vigilante single-handedly took down the Elite Trio in the ring before reuniting with his mentee. Because why not? And the end result is Jack Perry defeats Darby Allin to retain the TNT Championship Grade A. Okay, so good. So far, there's a lot of Grade A's. That's good. So I want to say that AEW is not going to be all that great. You know what? The reality is, it's not going to take down WWE. WWE is just way too big. It's like a rhino going to take down Godzilla. Because it's not going to happen. But at the same time, though, AEW is not going anywhere soon. No way. I don't care how much you hate AEW. I don't care how much you despise AEW. You can be the biggest, like, say, WWE fan. You can be the biggest, NWA fan. You can be the biggest Impact fan there is. Doesn't matter. There's a huge crowd of people who's an AEW fan. As long as there's a massive crowd, massive support, massive, demand for AEW, they're going nowhere. While they will not be anywhere near the league of WWE, these guys are going nowhere. As long as they keep going where they're going to go, they're going to be around for a while. They might hopefully, surpass WCW. I think that's what hopefully everybody wants for AEW. That's to surpass the longevity of WCW. Except be better than WCW. And learn from the mistakes of WCW. Interesting. And this is the main event, I think. Swerve Strickland champion versus Danielson for the AEW championship. This is like the big one right there. Which is kind of wild because Swerve Strickland used to be from NXT in WWE. Then went to the main roster. Then he went up there. And Bryan Daniels, he went from WWE to, of course, AEW. Could be a big deal there. Strickland became a world champ at AEW, which I think is another big deal. But I digress. Bryan Danielson made his entrance in this contest to the beats of the Final Countdown. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. The American Dragon was soon followed by Swerve Strickland, who was determined to make Wembley Stadium his house. Whose house? Swerve's house. Even though it's Wembley Stadium. The two men started off with the traditional standing front hold. The American Dragon had a strategy in mind as he targeted Swerve's arm in the initial moment. Strickland soon sent Danielson outside the ring to gain the upper hand. Danielson returned to the square circle only to go back to the ringside with a springboard cannonball. Once the action returned to the ring, Swerve Strickland took his opponent down with a suplex. The champion delivered a few blows to Danielson's knee and then began targeting his arm. Swerve brutality knew no bounds as he nails his opponent with a Michinoku driver while placing the ring bell beneath him? Ooh. Really? Oh, hey, folks. Thank you. Holy moly. Almost done here. Yeah, stupid pop-up ads. Close. Almost done. Let me hurry this up before this thing starts bugging again. I better have this thing check out for any virus because this thing starts to get on my nerves here. Bad. Hold it, and here we go. Swerve's brutality knew no bounds as he nailed his opponent with a Michinoku driver while placing the ring bell underneath him. The spot busted open the American Dragon, who barely managed to make it back into the ring. The kill shot added insult to injury by using Danielson's move in front of his family. Okay. The realist one further damaged his opponents by delivering a back superplex. However, the American Dragon reversed the Swerve stomp moments later to apply a vicious submission lock. As Strickland tried to retaliate, Bryan Danielson took him down with a brutal clothesline. The leader of the Yes Movement performed some corner strikes before being put down by a flatliner. Danielson fought back with a series of yes kicks in the middle of the ring. The two stars then ascended to the top rope, where the American Dragon brought out the Tiger Suplex. A few moments later, Bryan Danielson landed on his neck awkwardly, which prompted a medical team to immediately check on him. The kill shot didn't show any mercy and planted his opponent with 3 consecutive house calls. However, the American Dragon still kicked out before the 3 count, which was one of the most magical moments of the night. The crowd has gone berserk at this point in this match. The 43-year-old star hits the opponent with let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. I think it's a Busiku knee, but Swerve Strickland shrugged it off. The kill shot followed with a big pressure, but it was not enough to keep Danielson down. I'm mangling this name, so forgive me. But almost done. Just as the realest one looked to finish the match, Hangman Page arrived at ringside to cause a distraction. The American Dragon took advantage by nailing Swerve with a Basuku knee, which only secured a 2 count. After the tense back and forth, Bryan Danielson applied his final submission lock to get Swerve Strickland to submit, finally becoming the AEW Championship in historic fashion. In the end result, Bryan Danielson defeats Swerve Strickland to become the new AEW World Champion, Grade A. So far, there's a lot of Grade A's. The fact I see a lot of consistent Grade A's in the AEW World Championship matches and all that stuff tells me that they're doing good. Somebody tries to say, oh, they suck. No, they don't suck. Apparently, they got high grades. They got a lot of good sold arenas and all that. That's outstanding. That is so outstanding. Okay, that's it for AEW. I'm gonna post a link to go with it. What do you think about it, though? Have you seen the All-In match for AEW? Tell me your thoughts and opinions on it. Do you really enjoy the match or you didn't? What's your favorite match? I want to hear from you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.